Hey guys, thanks for watching Weddings by Cled. Today's episode is something I've been wanting to get off my chest. It's something that's been grinding my gears. I want to talk about what not to wear at a wedding if you're a guest. So I have 10 things that I listed because let me tell you what, when I do weddings, I kind of look around and I see things that just make me go, WTF. I mean, watch my WTF episode and you'll see my other things that grind my gears. But some of the things that I see people wear to weddings, it's like, oh my gosh. Now, this episode is geared towards wedding guests, but it's also geared towards brides and aspiring event planners because brides, you do have some control over what people wear. A lot of people are just clueless. And the more information that you can give via the invitation by putting formal, semi-formal, and we'll get a little bit into that, black tie optional. Some brides even have Pinterest boards that they upload to their wedding websites that show people different things that they can wear. Now that's taking it kind of to a whole other level, but it gives guests direction and it helps them decide what to wear to your wedding. Now guests, before I get into this, if you absolutely don't know what to wear and you don't have any information from the bride, go to the website of the venue and check it out. Get a feel for the type of venue it is. The time of the day should tell you how formal or how casual it is. I mean, if it's in a field or if it's in a barn, you're obviously going to dress differently than if it's at 6 p.m. in a shishi hotel ballroom, okay? I mean, come on, you can figure that out. But I am going to break down the 10 things that I see people wearing at weddings that I just don't want to see anymore, okay? Number one, I don't care where the wedding is, don't wear tennis shoes, don't wear sneakers, don't wear work boots. I mean, come on people, yes, I do see this. This is a wedding. I was gonna say if you're like super fashionable but no, there's really no excuse to wear sneakers to a wedding. I don't care if they cost $400. It's just not a place for them. It's just not appropriate. So the number two thing that I don't like seeing at weddings is backpacks. I know, right? Yeah, I see them. And I see women with backpacks. I see women in cocktail dresses carrying backpacks. Ladies, get a purse, okay? It doesn't cost a lot of money on Amazon or if it's a budget thing. I mean, a backpack with kind of a cute, like dressed up cocktail dress just looks kind of trashy. I recommend carrying a smaller evening bag, something that you could hang on the back of your chair while you're sitting and eating because you don't want it right on the table. But I mean, let's just go bye-byes to the backpacks, okay? The number three thing that I don't like seeing people wear at wedding are jeans. Now, to me, that should be a no-brainer, but I do see jeans. And I know it doesn't matter how expensive they are or how high fashion they are. It's just inappropriate to wear jeans to a formal or even semi-formal event. Even if it is in a barn, it doesn't mean that you get to dress up as Mr. Cowboy or the what is the guy from The Wizard of Oz? The the Scarecrow, you know? I mean, even if it is a Wizard of Oz themed wedding, I mean, just dress up a little bit. And let me just stop here by saying the bride and the groom really appreciate it when they see their guests walk in dressed up because it means that they took the effort and the time and the opportunity to put some thought into being part of the aesthetic. So when you wear things like work boots or jeans, it just shows that you kind of don't care. And you know, show them that you care. They cared about you enough to invite you to the most special day of their lives. So, you know, put on some clothes that are appropriate for the wedding. So the next thing that brings me to is number 4, too sexy or too revealing. Sometimes I'll see women at a wedding that are wearing like a super short dress with like super high heels, like the big platform high heels like you'd see at a strip club or something. I mean, come on, ladies. It's not like a club. It's not like a place for hooking up or picking up or being, you know, being like overly like all, you know, your body parts all over the place. I mean, a wedding is not an appropriate place for that. I'm not saying don't be sexy, but being too revealing or, you know, to the level where it's trashy, I think just doesn't look appropriate. My rule of thumb is if you're gonna show some skin, choose either the top or the bottom. So if you're gonna show a little skin on top, wear a hemline that's an appropriate length. If you're gonna go a little shorter on the hemline, maybe cover up a little bit on the top. But having it all out there for everybody to see, no bueno. Okay, so the number 5 thing that I see, and this is a real old school etiquette no-no for a guest at a wedding, but guys, don't wear white. I mean, I know that brides don't even wear white all the time anymore because there's so many colors that are in style for brides, from nudes to blushes, but still, white is kind of like the iconic traditional color for the bride. So let the bride be in that color, in white or ivory. Just kind of stay away from those colors and choose something else besides white where you're gonna stick out like a sore thumb, because you're not the bride. Give her the spotlight. The spotlight is not on you. Now, the same thing goes for the opposite, and this is the number 6 thing to not show up in at a wedding, and that is like overly bright colors or neon colors. Now, black is okay. Some people, old school people, they say don't wear black to a wedding, but I think black is formal and it's beautiful and it's elegant. But really bright colors like, you know, neon orange or stripes or flamboyant kind of prints. And you know, this may be your personality. And if you do it right, and you know what I mean, you fashionistas, it's one thing. But if you kind of don't know what you're doing and you just say, oh, I'm just gonna wear something like really bright and I don't know what I'm doing and I'm just gonna do that because I think it would be fun, this is not the time to experiment with that fashion. So leave those things at home. You know why? Because you're gonna ruin the pictures, okay? The aesthetic is like the scene, the venue, the decor, and in all the pictures you see the guests. I did one wedding, and we'll slip this picture in here if I can find it. It was a beautiful event at the Homestead in the Crystal Room, and everybody was dressed very elegantly except one guy in an orange t-shirt, okay? I wanna like fade him out of the, Photoshop him out of the picture somehow, because he actually ruins the picture of the entire set and scenery. And that is what this is. So consider yourself like part of a whole. Consider yourself part of the wedding, and what you wear is really important. So stay away from the bright colors. Okay, so the 7th thing to not wear, or to, well, I want you to wear it, but I want you to think more about how you wear it. I see a lot of ladies that don't really put much effort into choosing their lingerie that they wear underneath their clothes. And so, you know, I mean, if your dress is form-fitting, you know, you might just want to put on a Spanx so we're not like jiggling all over the place. I know that you don't always dress like this, and maybe you're not accustomed to dressing up, but a lot of formal dresses, a lot of cocktail dresses require the right kind of underwear, okay? So if it's a strapless dress, we don't want to see your bra. Wear the proper bra. I know it's a little harder for us ladies. We have to put more time and thought into it, but believe me, it's worth it, because when the pictures come out, you don't want to see yourself with like your white bra showing underneath your black dress. I know that it's a little bit, I don't like it, but I know that it's in style sometimes for bras to show through tank tops or whatever. But again, a wedding is not the place for that sense of fashion. So we don't want to see your lingerie. We want to make sure that your lingerie is right for the dress you've chosen. So maybe don't wear the thong underneath the form-fitting dress. If it's going to reveal a little bit more of what we want to see at the wedding. We want to see the bride, we want to see the groom, we don't want to see your ass crack, okay? Jacob's laughing. So the number 8 thing that you don't want to wear to a wedding are ball caps. I mean, really? And this is more men than ladies. What's your point? I mean, are you trying to show off your team? Are you trying to cover your bald spot? Are you trying to keep the sun out of your eyes?
None of them are good reasons to wear a ball cap at a wedding.
Actually, I don't think a ball cap is appropriate in any atmosphere where there's dining, where there's sitting down and you know, socializing with other people. I just think that it looks, unless you're at the beach or the street or you're working or at a game, that's where ball caps should stay. So leave the ball cap at home, don't wear it to the wedding, okay? The number 9 thing that I don't like to see guests wear at a wedding are t-shirts, okay? And this kind of goes in the same vein as the ball caps and the jeans and the work boots and everything. It's just too casual. Again, I don't care if your t-shirt says Gucci. I don't care if your t-shirt costs $400. A t-shirt is not the appropriate thing to wear to a wedding. So keep the t-shirt at home. Guys, wear a button-down shirt. Doesn't take much to button a shirt. And you know what, while you're at it, put a jacket on over it. You don't always have to have a tie on, depending on the formality of the wedding. To at least wear a shirt that has buttons. That's a good rule of thumb to go by. So for my number 10, I'm gonna delve a little bit into how to choose what to wear to a wedding and why some of these things are incorrect. Weddings come in different shapes and sizes and styles. It could be a very casual affair at an outdoor venue that may be hot outside. Like I said earlier, it could be a very formal affair in a hotel ballroom. And a lot of times, and this goes out to the brides out there, when you're doing your invitations, there's an opportunity to put formal, semi-formal. One of the things I don't like to see is black tie optional. Why even put it? I mean, if you're giving them the option to wear a black tie, you're not telling them what to wear, so it leaves them confused. So I think be very direct and straightforward in how you want your guests to show up. Old school etiquette says that if a wedding is indoors and after 6 p.m. you wear a tux. Now, that's not so much anymore. But if you want people to show up in tuxes, just simply putting black tie means that the gentleman should be in a tuxedo and the ladies should be in a very formal dress or cocktail attire. If it says cocktail attire, that means that the gentlemen need to wear a suit and that the ladies, again, need to wear a short cocktail dress or a full-length cocktail dress. Semi-formal is a little bit wonky. I mean, I think when brides put semi-formal on the invitation, it means they want to make sure that you don't show up in a t-shirt or a ball cap, but they're okay with it if you're not wearing a tuxedo. So it means, you know, guys, just dress to impress, put on something nice. Like I said, they took the time to invite you to their wedding, so show up like you care. Guys, thanks for watching Weddings by Cled. As always, please subscribe to our channel. It'll bring you fresh new content every single week. It will help me realize my dreams. And for more information on wedding planning, go to my website, CarolineLaRocca.com. Until next time.